Just. Are we good to rock here? I think we're good to go. Hey guys, it's John, and welcome back to the Underlands challenge. So, we are here. I actually AFK'd, as you can see. I got just under 3 stacks of eggs here. Now, the obvious question on my mind, first of all, is did we even... Okay. We can now use seeds to breed. So that's something. No, you don't want to... It's quite a flock. So, last episode, we carved out a place for trees to grow. And we obviously got chickens. That's a lot of Endermen. There is 3 seeds now. We've got wheat. So this is a... this is getting a little spicy up in here. Not even gonna lie. Kinda love it. But, let's go ahead and see if this can't be our first couple Endermen for the series. Okay, that one must have nearly... Come on. Alright, well... We got 1 ender pearl, which is pretty good. Not even gonna lie. Kinda happy about that. Alright, as you can see... Oh. Okay. I mean, this is something I needed anyways. I guess they must have... Wait, did they take that from up top? I swear. If they took this from up top, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Apparently not. Unless there's a block I'm misremembering. Anyways, wow. I'm gonna actually put this... What the hell? There we go. Anyways, so we got an ender pearl. That's pretty important stuff right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that down. Yeah, I had work today. They let me off at 9, and I got home just a few minutes ago. It is pretty good stuff. Yes. I'm actually going to throw away more cobblestone real quick here. How are you doing this fine one, my dear? So, lots and lots of chickens. Lots and lots of food. About to happen. Okay, so. I'm gonna break this. Okay. And what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna start working... This isn't exactly what I expected, because I was going to have to, like, connect the dirt up there to dirt to get down here, but I mean, that's cool. I'm kind of afraid to go see, like, what else is up above. The world obviously wouldn't have changed too much because I haven't been interacting with the world above, but Caves and Cliffs Part 2, guys. Obviously, one of the big things to talk about right now is that I think, as of the time I'm actually doing this stream, we're just hours away from Minecon Live, or Minecraft Live. I can never, ever get used to that. So we've got our first tree here. going to try to get a nice little sapling from it. How much space did that take up? There we go. So I'm gonna just punch this out. Hopefully we get at least one sapling here. We don't get a sapling, I'm kind of pissed. I'm just gonna let that decay, actually. And hopefully, because it's not impossible up there. Yeah, there we go. So there's our first sapling that we've gotten since the beginning of this series. So Minecon Live, or Minecraft Live, more specifically, is the event that they hold yearly in order to reveal what the next Minecraft update will be. There's now going to be a biome vote or a mob vote all the time. You get to vote on features. Just a very big, fun thing for Minecraft going on. Right, so let's see. Guess I just need to go check out. I'm just going up, on up above. Okay, so it's still daytime. You know what? Actually, I'm actually gonna put that there. Just because I don't want to, like, get messed up or anything like that. So food is going to be no problem now that we've got a couple of poultry boys, and so lots and lots of chickies. Look at all the little nuggets in their mama. That's actually kind of messed up, but they're all going to be food eventually. So I guess it's okay. Alright. Because we don't have any problems for fuel anymore, I'm going to go ahead and bake up some of the sand. We're going to make windows. And I'm going to make a window to the outside. That way, I can check out what is happening above us. I also think I should probably make it to where mobs can kind of get in here. That way I can kind of get some other types of materials from them. So as you can see, I can now kind of see around it and stuff. Now that we've got wood, it's not very much more wood than we had before, but I think it's about time we can stop worrying. Just in general. So, okay. So I'm going to actually pop this out real quick here. There we go. It's about midday. I kind of want to see how far away I am from my sheep, if that's at all possible. I see. So I guess I go this way if I want my sheep. Let me grab another freaking shovel real quick. I see my hole, in which I have the sheep. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We are going to make it a little more spacious in here. Oh, cool. Some of the grass is actually... Okay, so here's what we're doing. I don't really want to do this, but I'm going to have to. We're going to have to spend most of what we just got. Or at least a good bit of it. So there's that. Oh, that was so much. And there it is. So, guess what, guys? This will be the sheep pen. Just like that. Now, I'm not a monster, so I am going to be giving this man a lot of space. Of course. Of course, of course. But, it's still gonna be pretty... Still gonna be pretty tight for him to be here. I don't really want it this way, but I mean, I kinda have to make it this way. So, what I'm doing is I'm just going to dig it down by one. There. That should make it at least a little more palatable to the sheep, I think. Don't want it quite this claustrophobic. So, okay. So, I guess one thing I definitely want to talk about, and I might even just highlight this as an idea for a video or something to talk about, but since it's not really likely that people are going to see this before Minecon, gosh, I always call it Minecon. By the way, expect me to call it Minecon like all the time. So, I'm just going to go ahead and say I am very much on the mob voting side, and I'll tell you, my money is on the alley. It's one of the 3 that we get to vote on this year. I would love nothing more than to see them get added. Because, I mean, the other 2, okay. For instance, by the time anyone sees this, I'm pretty sure, should I just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this by 1 right here as well. Now that I've gotten, like, a proper amount of, grass, it doesn't need to be like this anymore. Because I'm going to build it out that way, eventually, but there we go. That's not how you fence gate. I would love to see all 3 of them. It's actually very painful for me to have to vote for any of the 3, if I'm being completely serious. But there can only be one winner in a fight, and to me, the clear victor that should be is definitely an LA. I think they would make for the most useful addition and the most cute addition to the game. Glares, they're cool. I really, really freaking thought that would be the one I would want. Hello, little friend. buddy? You got it? Eventually I'll extend it out a little bit more that way. Well, welcome home, bud. I will get you a friend as soon as I can. That's something I can promise. So, as you can imagine, right, it's going to be pretty fun to just hang out and talk about these mobs. Of course, like, whenever you play Java like I do, the mob vote does matter, of course, because that means that one of them is becoming vanilla. The others are very likely to just end up in at least 1 or 5,000 mods. It's very, very sad. Because if I could vote for all three, obviously I would. That's the answer. You know, that's the meta game. But, like, for instance, right? So the Copper Golem, I think it's, like, pretty insignificant as a concept. I like the mob and I think I would like to see it, but if it meant to not have the LA, because LA does something that we don't have anything like yet, you know? It's something that everybody seems to enjoy the concept of, and it's very cool, would be helpful in a lot of situations. That's just the guy I'm after, you know. Casting that as my vote is gonna be pretty simple. And I'm just gonna go ahead and top this out since we already got ourselves the thing. Now, at this point, we're looking at a pretty plentiful base actually. I'm actually really happy about the way this is coming out already. Now tomorrow, so I've got a 3-day weekend ahead of me. Not really sure what I'm getting up to. Some of it. On Monday, Sora gets released in Smash. So that's going to be pretty freaking big. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be out of studio. I'll be hanging with a few friends of mine, the likes of which is going to be a lot of fun. Now that I can actually cook, I'm going to go ahead and cook this all pretty much now. And I think as well as all that, I think it's also time I try. Okay, just try. Start doing a little bit of spec ops, you know? I want to make sure kind of go all sharking on this area. If I go that way, I can get to the water. I'm going to reclaim some land. That's some of my first concepts, is land reclaiming. That way I can kind of extend the underground, so to speak. Almost like a reverse observation deck, almost. Because I'm definitely beneath the ground right now. It's a little dumb and cheesy, but you know what? I'm going with it. Does look dumb from where I'm at, by the way. Yes, I'm very aware it looks stupid. just how stupid it looks. I'm very aware of it. It's kind of weird because usually I'm building by like taking out stuff from the ground to make the area. I'm kind of doing the reverse where I have to build over myself in order to move where I'm wanting to move. And it's just such a weirdly different thing in concept. Because I would definitely say I still count this as underground. This is such a, like, the sun sucks concept, in a way. But it kind of works that way. Alright. So at this point, I think I'm going to go a lot harder when it comes to terms of, like, actually mining and stuff is going to be a lot easier now. So I've got 11 here. So 3, 2. So I think I know the first 3 items I'm going to craft with iron. And this first one is pretty freaking obvious. Let's go. I'm going to upgrade this eventually so that way the chickens won't be able to get out as easily. There you go. There's 5 in the flock. 3 to cook. So now yourself. I need one more. There we go. Because I needed all. There we go. There it is. And melt a couple sticks. We're gonna make a shield. Just so that way we're a little more safe. Alright. Looking mighty fine. At this point, make a second chest finally. Can actually move my bed a little bit, so I'm going to move this, rearrange my furniture to be a little bit more concise and neat with how I like it. Because it actually, I think I might as well sleep. Cool. Ooh, this is actually going so much better than my entire imagination would allow it to be. So, here's what my new concept is, okay, right? So, first and foremost, number one thing for me right now is just making this to where it's a lot easier to, like, launch. Um, okay, so I can pop a little chest down, get myself some more room, finally. Speaking of which, I actually need to do something quick. Something that I probably should have done a while ago. And that is simply that I need to actually get myself a second bad boy going. I actually need to light this up a little bit. Just so that way things won't spawn back there. There we go. Alright, so we are doing pretty fine. Let's put away the stairs and stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and cook these birds real quick. I heard that some chicken egg sound. Alright, cool. No chicken, now the egg. That's okay, I guess. Okay. Yes. Let's pop some G Fuel and get this bad boy underway, because it's about time. At the mines. So, we are going to go ahead. Actually, give me that last piece of iron. I'm going to let it cook as well. Now, the mine is actually going to be off of this staircase right here, going down. So for now, we're just trying to find a cave. Biggest thing to me right now, so I'm just not going to make it a very nice staircase yet. Already, I can almost hear a skeleton. Now, obviously, one thing skeletons mean is bone meat. Jackpot. So, somewhere around here. Skeleton. So that's underground. Hello. Little buddy. Don't worry, your pal John is here. Jeez, oh. Hello. Not even a drop of any kind. That sucks. I see, I see. Does this open up at any point? Any useful point? Be a little clear. The answer to that is kind of like no. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and seal that up. we're going to go backwards. And I'm going to get that freaking iron right here. Because iron is ridiculously necessary. Okay, so this is just going to start bleeding water everywhere. That's fine. Okay. That's cool. That's 6 pieces of iron. But unfortunately, I do not think this is the path we need to be on. I'm actually going to go ahead and just say backing out of this would probably be a better idea than try somewhere else to start the mine. So let's go ahead, grab some freaking... We'll call granite on this one. Just so that way it doesn't look stupid. Have cobblestone there. Here we go. Doesn't look very bad like that. Then we go ahead and try a different area. I'm still a little bit mad for the obvious reason that there isn't any bones coming from that skeleton I killed. There we go. So hopefully if we uncover another freaking cave, there will be a hell of a lot more in terms of usefulness. The least I'd like to find, okay, right, is I would like to eventually find myself okay. Okay, we're gonna do that now, huh? That's a right old bit of fun, isn't it? Hit a gravel patch, why don't we? You know what? No. I'm going this way. Just because that's a better concept. Just right off the bat. No, thank you. Yeah, I try not to go too opinionated out loud most of the time when it comes to, okay, this is a little pocket of water, isn't it? No, is there anything attached to it that I use, though? What's down here? Moving on. Copper is always nice, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's just... It's not what we're looking for. At this current moment, the only thing we really need to be looking for is coal. And for that matter, we may not even need coal. We probably, technically, I was about to say need more iron or more wood, but okay. Iron is good. That will take all of your iron. so weird to think that there's, like, just so much more underground to the world now, you know? Like, there's just so much more to the underground than there used to be. Now, let's go maximum. So off to the right, we heard cave noises. It's kind of all I got out of that. Hell yeah. We've now hit deep slate. So, now that we found the transitional layer, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. Man, there's 2 pork chops left. Pork chops, by the way, is until we find a way to get a pig. There's absolutely... Ooh, looking good, buddy. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another sapling, hopefully. Hopefully more, technically, but... And a few more pieces of wood. Oh, there's our sapling. Now we just hope for more. We don't need more, but sticks and saplings could just be nice. In this paltry time, we can use anything we get. Because there's always going to be more need for torches. And if we can't get more torches, we would need more sticks. And apples are obviously a pretty big thing. And just because I want to know, I'm going to pop a second tree right there. So, at this point, I think it's ironically already time for our first bit of redstoning. That way we can do some pretty cool stuff. So, actually, first and foremost, let's crack that bad boy skeleton. Hey, Skelly boy. Love me. Hey, dork. There's nothing I would like more right now than a stupid skeleton. It's the first fruits of our labor, my boys. There's that other skeleton. Because let me tell you something. Skeletons are a freaking... I can hear him. Like, zombies are obviously useful because every zombie I kill has a chance to give me a potato. or a carrot, or an iron. And if not, rotten flesh is just... It sucks, but it works, you know? And if you would totally give me your iron... If you would give me your stuff, I would wear it. Shirt. Thank you. Alright. That's enough for now. Protection 3? Okay, okay. I'm feeling you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm stepping in what you're dropping. My dude, this is nice. Because here's what we can do. Bone meal. Now the fun thing about this whole thing is now there's something massive that we can actually do, okay. Eventually, once we have our stuff, like, at much higher efficiency, right, we are going to be able to actually make it to where, like, for instance, we can actually get bone meal out of crops eventually. And with those, we can obviously get stuff like, oh my gosh, this is a very, very nice, this is a very giving tree. We're talking about some very, very giving trees here. So the tree loot gave us a couple sticks, 4 freaking saplings, by the freaking way. Oh my god. Thank you, tree. With a full stomach and a crap ton of wood. Okay. Well. So now we have lots of stuff going on. Our riches are getting richer. But now that is enough for me to say, let's go ahead. Hook up all our iron. You know something? Furnace wall. Let's go. So we're gonna make a automated thing, or at least somewhat automated thing to collect eggs. While it may not seem like a great resource use, I think it's actually going to be pretty vital. Okay, so we are underneath. Yeah, so that's going to work pretty well, I think. It's going to be a pain to do what I'm about to do, but it'll be worth it in the end. First thing we need, hopper, chest. Because we're never going to need more than a hopper and chest worth of these. Eventually, okay, eventually, Tested me. That's what you get. What you get for testing me, bud. You don't want to do that. Anyways. Don't let yourself get too stupid. Chickens. Now, produce babies for me, please. Thank you. More things must be had. Now, I believe one of the things I really need to think about doing is getting a compost barrel going. Whatever. Check. Since I'm not used to this recipe yet, I'm going to have to fact check that way I don't waste wood. Wood slabs. Alright, cool. So no. Just gonna munch down some chicken. Just enjoy myself, honestly. Because for now, we are looking at some pretty good stuff here. Hello, iron. Why not? Let's just make a pick by this point. We've got enough to really cover any expenses we have on iron. As well as that, this isn't going to be a very efficient way to collect eggs till I get more. Until this whole entire floor is covered, it's not going to be very efficient. I'm already pretty with that. But AFK sessions will at least nab us a couple. And that'll be pretty nice. Now, let's go ahead to your RP. Hey, buddy. Come here. Here, bub. I love that. That is 3 wool. Now, you have fun, little bud. Such a good sheep. And I don't need all of the grass, okay? You don't need all of it. You cannot take it all. Do you understand me, naked skin sheep? Alright. I don't even know what I'm yelling at the sheep for. Alright. So it's looking pretty good. Look at this. Honestly, not bad. Not a bad turnout whatsoever, my dudes. Holy crap, get some more going. More wood, and you guessed it, more wood. Honestly, like, we can grow 2 trees at once right now. That's that's pretty beautiful in of itself. I'm actually gonna grab a couple of these. Now I'm gonna slowly collect some things like over time we'll get more and more saplings and more leaves. But I only wanted a few leaves to decorate around the base with. Well, more saplings for us, my dudes. And just because I think we can get away with it. No! God bless America. You gotta be kidding me right now. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put these back. Just gonna do that. I'm actually gonna go and think about some stuff here. So 18. That's seriously not bad. We are not doing awful. I need one more set of torches. There's my last torch. Bud. Bud. You can't just be doing this all the time. Okay? We done doing what you're doing? Well, now we can place grass somewhere. We're looking pretty good so far. So, couple more things to achieve today. First of all, infinite water source. Which now also means, my dudes, that we can now extend the farming rate a little bit more. This will all eventually be much bigger than it is right now. But it means that this is now a place we can grow sugarcane. Marking off yet another pretty good goal we now accomplish. Now, sugarcane is actually a little vital to us as well, for kind of non-obvious reasons, the likes of which you'll understand pretty shortly. Actually, I need to break this up one more space backwards. Looking fine and dandy, my guys. So the Underland in Minecraft is starting to look good. So now that we've got a sugarcane farm of some description, I gotta know something. Guys, sugarcane can be used for this, and for paper, and obviously anything we can compost is going to help us a lot. So that's great. Honestly, I feel like I'm thriving. I'm being honest. Like, things are going a freaking ton better than I thought they'd go, honestly. Like, this is actually insane. Couple more eggs. We just need a cow. That's something I'd like to have. Is a cow, but that's kind of... That's neither here nor there, unfortunately. So, here we go. Going back under the ground. What we're looking for? No clue. Technically, what we're looking for is iron diamond in a cave. Cave is obviously going to be pretty helpful for us. Ba-da-da-da-da. Dun dun da dun. Bum bum ba-dum. Now, we're probably pretty close, by the way, guys, to the point where we might be able to get away with certain things that we would normally be able to get away with. In terms of wood, we can actually start making charcoals. I'd like to increase wood production, but that would mean that we'd have to like sit down and do another mass mining session to get rid of more of the area around our tree farm. Because what I'd like to do is increase that tree farm until there is literally going to be just an insane amount of trees. I'm thinking, like, big. It's kind of cool about, it's like, the entire world we're in is just knowing that, like, we're playing an Underland challenge, which is basically living in a cave. And Josh had come up with it just before, or at least shortly before we do Caves and Cliffs. I'm not sure that Caves and Cliffs 2 is like coming soon, but like, you know, I mean, it can't be extremely far off either. So like being in the snapshot phases of stuff like this, lots of things are bound to change soon. So I'm glad we've got such a restrictive series, if I'm being honest. just for the fact that it will mean that we're likely not to spread very far in the world yet. And that could actually help us out pretty well when it comes to getting more stuff from the new update. Like anything we want, we pretty much have to be sure. Does this only grow by natural lighting? I'm gonna hope not. I'm gonna hope not, because there's ways we could fix it, obviously. But kinda don't want to do that. Super kinda don't want to do that. Actually. Too bad. See, they're laying eggs everywhere but where I'd want them to. It's actually kind of crazy, stupid, and annoying concept. Wait, 5? Oh, that's right. Bud, please don't go. I tried to be nice. Bud. You didn't let me be nice to you. Can't just have animals randomly running around the base. That isn't how things work. Around here, you are useful or you're dead weight. If you step out of line, you're done. That is how it works here in the underground. One thing I also really need to do is start kind of a shorter version of the mine. And extend out this area by quite a bit. Now, the problem that I'm facing right now is knowing what to do about coal. We found it up there. Like, that's what that big patch right there is. But for obvious reasons, we can't go up anymore. So my best concept is to just make sure we don't really intersect with anything we don't want to intersect with. For now, I'm going to say one of the better things to do is start digging this way. Okay. Well, that was pretty good result. And not to mention pretty immediate result, too. Well, I was going to say we'll just kind of... We'll have to mine out a lot this way anyways. No matter what we do, this is going to be a constantly expanding area to cope with the amount of trees and stuff we're going to need to live. So that's just going to be something we're at grips with all the freaking time. That's something I'm going to get used to. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Every little bit Yes. Okay, so it doesn't need natural light. Perfect. Wait a sec. Where is he? He's on top. He's above our heads, which is fine. I don't mind about that. Trying to think of what to do for right this second. I guess something we could definitely go for is just to, like, kind of expand some things that we weren't done with yet. First of all, let's go ahead and just, like, pull this like so. Because this has been meaning, this needs to be done, is to finish this staircase. It was supposed to be 3 wide, but I never went 3 wide with it. So that's something that needs done soon. Alright. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Do 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 do. Gravity blocks might be useful because obviously there's gonna be an eventual time where ooh. Okay, so this needs to be a little less claustrophobic. No matter what, this is gonna work out. It's just it's nice and uniform, and I'm just gonna pop a couple torches here and there. Alright, getting more wood. Which is going to obviously mean... You know, I've got a question now in my head. There's only one way to figure out whether or not it's a thing. I'm going to place this back down real quick. And then I'm going up and seeing if leaves can be used for compost. Because that would just be amazing. Okay, it can be done. Can we cannot do that though? Like on the real. Don't want any more of this. Cobblestone is going to be a problem of disposal until I find lava and bring it up here to make a trash can. This is obviously a thing we can do is just speed this up. Now, I would usually just let it kind of decay, but not really that important. Eventually, guys, I definitely want to extend this room out by an extremely good amount. Just pop this block. Oh man, this is so cool. So we've got 18. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna smelt down some of this copper. Right about here. Here we go. Get the copper ingots out of it to make copper blocks. It's going to be pretty helpful. Hello, chickens. Chicken. Alright. Well, ladies and gents, this has been an incredible episode. And honestly, just looking around, right, okay, like, I'm gonna be honest, we got ourselves the sugarcane farm on tap here. We got ourselves some trees, which gives us a not a bad amount of wood. Wood, I realize, is going to be a thing that we're not going to be using a lot for building yet. For now, it is going to mainly be a thing for just generally building tools. Not building stuff. I don't know why I said building. It's not exactly what I was talking about. Right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to extend this more. We've obviously got 2 things of wheat that got grown, which means it's finally time for more expansion. Alright. So, what I'm thinking, right, is that one of the best things we can do for ourselves right now is just to keep on going. So I'm actually going to move an infinite source down here. Actually, I have an infinite source. Down here, I have an infinite source in, so that gets covered. Photon. Oops. Give the plants a bit more room to breathe. Mostly because I don't like places that are just 2 blocks high. I generally do not prefer. One, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Actually, 4. Seems a little silly for now, but trust me, we're gonna need this space and we're gonna need the farmland. Because genuinely, I would like to get this thing going underway as quick as possible and as efficiently as possible. Essentially, I'm going to be turning this, there's going to just be a field as far as I can get it with all the crops. That way we can just always have food no matter what. Because mining sessions are going to be a little bit crazier than they usually are. Lots and lots and lots of treasures to be found. You know, just tons of cool stuff going on. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, jump off for the episode. We did a lot. We found some coal, did some cool shit. We're looking super fun, actually. This is all pretty great. If you guys like this episode, make sure to check out more. It wasn't quite as long as the first episode, I don't think, but we might be back after a break to do a second longer episode. Either way, my name's been John, and I'll see you in the next Underland episode. Or whatever I might get into next time you see me. Peace now. Bye-bye.